this is Multi-Doomed. I have taken a little break from making Magic videos, but I am back with my deck that I played tonight at the sealed event for the Dragon's Maze pre-release. It is a 4-color deck, so green, red, blue, and white. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the creatures. We have one Cloudfin Raptor. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about the cards, I guess. Cloudfin Raptor, he is a 0/1 for 1 mana, flying and evolve. This card's very good, like if you can evolve it a couple times. It evolves to basically everything in the deck a couple of times, so very good card. Boros Mastiff is a 2/2 for 2 mana with Battalion. It's a Battalion. It gains lifelink until the end of the turn if him and at least 2 other creatures are attacking. So I had 3 of these guys, and I gotta say they are just amazing for the life gain. The next card is Shamble Shark. So it's a 2/1 for a green and a blue with flash and evolve. It's pretty good to flash this in on like the end of their turn, or flash it in and like evolve a couple guys, or get the evolve trigger. The guy's pretty good. Shamble Shark can get pretty out of control pretty fast, and it comes in my next card is Gyre Sage, 1/2 for 2 mana that it has evolve, and you can tap it to add a green mana to your mana pool for each 1/1 counter on Gyre Sage. So this card is just like a ramp, and it ramps into quite a bit of stuff. Zertod Druid is another ramp spell, or ramp creature. It's a 1/1 for a red and a green, and it taps to add a green to your mana pool. And whenever you tap it, it deals a damage to each opponent. So really good for ramping, and you can deal damage. I was lucky enough to pull 3 of them, so all 3 of them made the list. The next card is Viashino First Blade, a 2/2 for 3 mana. Has haste, and when it enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2. So the +2/+2 when it enters the battlefield, so it technically enters the battlefield as a 4/4. So it sets off a couple of evolve triggers, which is very good. Next is Robobelt Maka, a 3/3 for 4 mana, who you can Blood Rush for 1 mana, or 1 red mana. You can discard it, and target attacking creature gets +3/+3 until the end of the turn. The next is Ascended Lawmage, a 3/2 for 4 mana, flying hexproof. I mean, the hexproof didn't really come into play because there wasn't a whole lot of removal, and other than that, it was just a 3/2, pretty good flyer. The next was Thrashing Moss Dog, 3/3 for 4 mana with Reach and Scavenge for 6. Pretty good, set off quite a bit of evolve triggers. Other than that, it didn't do much. The Reach didn't really come into play. The next card is Jalon Sphinx, a 1/5 for 5 mana, flying in Vigilance, and whenever Jalon Sphinx attacks, other attacking creatures get +1/+1 until the end of the turn. This card is really good with the Boros Mastiff, giving it another +1/+1 counter, so that, or not a counter, but +1/+1 until the end of the turn, so that like lifelink, it gets you 3 instead of 2. Really good. This card comes in. It can block quite a bit of stuff with the 5 toughness, and it has Vigilance, so I had 2 of them. Armored Wolf Rider, a 4/6 for 5 mana. So other than that, it doesn't have any other abilities. It's just pretty decent body that just can attack and block. The next is Maze Behemoth, a 5/4 for 6 mana with trample, and multicolored creatures have trample that I control. The trample didn't really come into play a whole lot. This was more of just a defensive card. The next is Isperia Supreme Judge, a 6/4 for 6 mana, and it has flying. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, I can draw a card. So, I mean, it's good when your opponent's attacking you a lot. Other than that, it's alright. Now we're into the spells. It's Syncopate. X and a 1. Target or counter target spell unless its controller pays X. If the spell is countered this way, exile it instead. So this is good for just like if X is 1, you pay 2 mana to just counter something that they tapped out for. It's pretty decent. Renounce the Guilds is a really good removal spell, especially if you don't have any multicolored permanents. So this next card is Unflinching Courage. It is an enchantment for 3 mana. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2, trample, and lifelink. So this card is just a baller in any limited or any pre-release event. Because being able to trample over and gain life is amazing. The next card is War Leader's Helix. Deals 4 damage to target creature or player, and you gain 4 life. Another just good card because you do damage and gain life. So the next I have 3 Clue Stones. Selesnya, Izzet, and Gruul, they all tap for their colors, one or the other color, and you can tap the 2 colors of that guild and sacrifice the thing to draw a card. I had 1 Selesnya Guildgate, 1 Simic, 2 Boros Guildgates. Oh, there we are. 2 Boros Guildgates, and a Azorius Guildgate. 4 Forest, 3 Island, 2 Plains, and 3 Mountains. So yeah, that's the entire sealed deck that I played with today. So if you guys liked it, go ahead and like, and if you guys want to see more videos, go ahead and subscribe or comment. Thank you. Guys, have a good day.